Starfield is only days away from release after being delayed for over a year. If you haven't already pre-ordered Starfield through Steam or on the Xbox, you may be wondering which version to get. With modding being such a big feature of any Bethesda game, you don't want to waste your money by getting the wrong version and limiting yourself in the future. We'll go over the different versions that are available for Starfield and give you my perspective on them from a modding angle. Hey everyone, it's Cal from Dirty Weasel. And we all have options when it comes to purchasing Starfield, but which is the best version for you to spend your hard-earned money on? Let's just get this right out of the way first. If you own a PlayStation only, as of right now, there is no pending availability for Starfield on that platform. That may change in the future, but that usually takes about a year or more to come about. With Microsoft's purchase of Bethesda and ZeniMax as a whole, they have every intention of making this an Xbox exclusive for as long as they possibly can. So really, you're only left with only a few different choices. Either purchase it through Steam, directly from Microsoft's Xbox store, or get it through Microsoft Gamepass and have it on PC or Xbox. Whichever version you get, Standard, Premium, or Constellation Edition, is really a matter of choice for you, and there are some bonuses to getting the higher priced product, but that is not what we're here to talk about today. We're focused mainly on the modding perspective. There are limitations we face in the future when trying to mod Starfield that depend solely on which version you have. Initially, that won't be much of an issue. The mods that will be created early on in the process will be very simple. Mainly texture mods or basic value changes in the files to change certain aspects that you find in the vanilla game. But as time goes on and we see a release of any creation kit from Bethesda, that will up the game of the modding community significantly. The elephant in the room is always going to be the creation of any script extender for Starfield. Bethesda games in the past have always had different versions of script extenders created by the community that can be used in their games. And what a script extender does is opens up new functions for the modding community to utilize to create more powerful and game-changing mods. Initially, in the old days for Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, etc., modding wasn't available for consoles, so there wasn't really an issue. But now, as we've seen with Skyrim and Fallout 4, modding has opened up for Xbox consoles, but any script extender created will be for PC only. This is of main importance when discussing which version to get, and I'll refer back to the script extender issue multiple times as we discuss each version that is available for Starfield. With that out of the way, let's go through our choices. First off, for Xbox consoles, whether you purchase it or get it with your Game Pass subscription, when Bethesda first announced that they'd be entering into a partnership with Microsoft to allow mods on Xbox, they put together an infrastructure that allowed mods to be implemented in the game. And this was a great boon for the Xbox community. Now they can have a taste of what the PC community had available to them as far as modding their favorite Bethesda games. And this is likely to continue now that Microsoft owns Bethesda and ZeniMax as a whole. Modding drives sales, and if they can sell more console games due to the addition of mods, Bethesda/Microsoft will definitely take advantage of this. However, you have limited sources from which to acquire mods to use on your Xbox consoles, whether it be through your Xbox interface or Bethesda.net, or both, remains to be seen going forward. But you will not be able to get them through the Nexus, which is the main hub of the modding community and where the largest number of mods become available. One thing that has never been available to Xbox console is the aforementioned script extender. Because you're inserting scripts into the game, you'll need to start the game through the script extender or they will not be implemented. So it is just not possible to use a script extender on a console version of Starfield. It's just not going to happen. Next comes modding Starfield on your PC. Here again, we have multiple choices. Let's start with Game Pass. You will be able to download the files and to mod those files with the help of your favorite mod manager, which I highly recommend. Whether that is Mod Organizer, Tool, or Vortex, that is up to you. And this is the good news, because now you've stepped up to getting mods from the Nexus and your options expand greatly. However, the version of the game you get through Game Pass has a different executable. In other words, the file that is used to start the game from the standard PC version that you purchase. Any script extender has not worked in the past with Game Pass versions of either Skyrim or Fallout 4. And the team over at Silverlight.org, the makers of the script extenders for Bethesda games in the past, has stated that they will never create a script extender for the Game Pass versions of Skyrim or Fallout 4. To my knowledge, they have not ruled out or ruled in making a Game Pass version of any script extender for Starfield, but it is highly unlikely, as this would double the amount of work that their small team would have to take on. There's even a question whether it is possible at all, for various reasons, due to it being a game provided through a subscription that could be canceled at any time. And that brings us to owning it outright by purchasing it through Steam or the Microsoft Store. If you wish to mod the game, this is going to be your best choice. The files are yours. You can store them however you wish. You can modify them however you wish. The PC version through Steam or the Microsoft Store will work with any of the mod managers that are available. You will have access to get mods from the Nexus, and any script extender that will come in the future will be compatible with the game. I would recommend that if you're going to purchase Starfield, that you do so through Steam. The most widely used mod managers such as Vortex or Mod Organizer 2 work better when going through Steam. It is possible to override those functions that are linked directly to Steam to use the Microsoft Store instead, but it is cumbersome and probably not worth the time, especially since the price is exactly the same. So that's basically the gist of it. We've run down the different limitations of each different versions of Starfield that you can purchase, but you still may be asking yourself, hey Cal, which version of the game should I get? Well, it really depends on what you have available to you. Got an Xbox only? Get it through Game Pass or buy it on your own and enjoy the mods that are available to you and play the heck out of it. That's how I started modding. I wanted more and I built my first PC to do it and moved on from consoles. If you're on PC, it is essentially you're renting it through Game Pass or buying it through Steam. If you're unsure if you wish to mod the game, go with the Game Pass option, play the game, and see if you enjoy it, and see if you wish to mod the game further in the future. But as the modding community around Starfield matures, just know that any script extender will likely not be compatible with the Game Pass version of Starfield. But you didn't have to lay out the full $70 at launch to find that out. If you're like me and modding is an addiction, just pay the full price and get it through Steam so you can mod the heck out of it right away. The old saying comes to mind, buy once, cry once. There is one caveat to that saying, though, when it comes to Bethesda. You will end up buying multiple versions of the game if Skyrim is any indication. So those are my thoughts on which version of Starfield you should be getting, whether it be on Xbox consoles through Game Pass or buying it through Steam. I will be having more Starfield content going forward when the game comes out, and I will be playing it, and I will be enjoying it, and I will be modding it. And as I learn more about modding Starfield, I will be sharing it with you in the future. I hope you enjoy listening to me ramble. If you want to hear more, please like the video and subscribe to Dirty Weasel Media for more Starfield modding content. My name is Cal, I'm from Dirty Weasel, and I'm signing off.